All right, we are live. Let's go ahead and recap day one and what I got going for day two. Actually, day one was not that bad. We actually had a successful day. We netted $4. I just put let's lose some money in the title just to be funny, because I'm sure a lot of folks be losing money because of what's been going on. So let's talk about how my bets did yesterday, and then we're gonna talk about there, man. That's a little there. That lighting's a little bit better. It's a little foggy outside. It stormed all night and it's supposed to storm into the day. So let's go ahead and talk about how our bets went from yesterday. We got a lot to go over. The first one, Michigan and Colorado State. I had money line on Michigan. What's up? What's up? Money line on Michigan, and that paid. Then I had Boise State on the money line. As you guys know, they lost. Norfolk State and Baylor. I thought Norfolk State was going to cover 20.5. That did not happen. So for games like this, I do have a new strategy in place for today. I don't know how well it'll work out, so we'll have to see after the fact. Longwood and Tennessee, same thing. Richmond and Iowa. I accidentally placed two bets on this game because I betted everybody who was over or plus 10.5 or more. I went ahead and took that. So I took Richmond 10.5, and then I also took Richmond on the money line because they were a 12-5 matchups. You guys know how those 12-5s can get. So I ended up taking that one. That one paid. Georgia State and Gonzaga. This one was a little crazy. I was drove on this one, but we ended up winning that bet. Georgia State ended up covering. I was sitting in traffic on the way home from work, just sitting there watching the game cast on my phone, and they were down. It was like the last 50 seconds. I'm like, and they were down by 23. I'm like, oh God. I'm like, and I think they made the 2 free throws. I'm like, don't let Gonzaga score, and we'll be good. They didn't let them score. Gonzaga ran the clock out. We ended up winning that bet. New Mexico State and Connecticut. That one was a 12-5 matchup. I had New Mexico State on the money line. Indiana and St. Mary's. I think that was another 12-5 matchup. I ended up losing my ass. St. Peter's and Kentucky. That game was insane. I know Chase had the over on that game, so congrats to him on that. But I don't even remember what the money line was for that. But of course you think, oh, I should have took the money line, but it's all good. They covered the spread, covered 18 obviously because they won, so no tripping there. Vermont and Arkansas. I had Vermont on the money line. That was just as a hedge to my other bet for them going to the Sweet 16. I should have put more money down on that bet so I could hedge this next game on Saturday, but it didn't work out. Eastern Washington and Fresno State. This game wasn't even in the damn tournament. I don't know why I bet on this game, but I think I just saw Eastern Washington plus 13, and we got lucky, and they ended up covering. Akron and UCLA. Akron plus 13.5. They ended up covering. I think UCLA won by 4 or 5, something like that. Texas Southern and Kansas. Texas Southern covered 21 and plus 21.5. They did not cover. So there's that. And I think I took San Francisco, San Francisco, Murray State. I took Murray State on the money line, and we ended up winning that bet. Now we got 18 active bets currently. Let's go ahead and go over all those. We do have 2 soccer. Did I bet twice on that game? We have 3 soccer bets, 3 NBA bets, and some bets for today's game. So let's go ahead and go over those. We still have Arkansas to make the Sweet 16. We do have a 12-5 matchup. The one that's left, UAB and Houston. I don't think I'm gonna hit this, but if I lose, it's okay because I hit on 2 already, and that covered me for those. Virginia Tech and Texas. I think I have Texas -1. I don't know why. I think I took this because this odd was better than the money line. So I think that's why I took this one. Jacksonville State at Auburn. I took Jacksonville State plus 15.5. And I think this is where this game, I did not do my new strategy, which I'm going to talk about in this 2 more games, right? Here in a couple minutes, or in a couple seconds. Montana State and Texas Tech. I have Montana State plus 15. It's probably not going to happen. Now we get to where I switched up my strategy a little bit into where I don't know if I screwed up or not, if my math is wrong. Yale and Purdue. So one bet I do dollar bets most of the time. Like, I don't bet no high dollar shit because I ain't got money like that. It's just all for fun. So I have Purdue covering 16.5, and I have $2 on that. Now this is where I think I might have did my math wrong. So, and then I also have Purdue to cover 16 or Yale to cover 16.5, but I only put $1 on that. So I don't really know how my math is gonna work with that. I have to figure that one out, because it's like if Yale covers, this is like a little hedge. I could be wrong on this. If Yale covers, I net $1.91 and I lose $2. So I don't know if I'm losing $1.11 or if I'm losing only 9 cents, or $1.09, or if I'm losing 9. I can't figure that one out. But I know if Purdue covers, I'm in the green. So I don't really know how to distinguish that. I'm a little stuck on that. Delaware, Villanova. I think I did that because I could see either or it happen. I think that's why I did that. Delaware, Villanova. I have Delaware covering 15 plus 15. CS Fullerton and Duke. I don't know what the heck's going on with Duke this year. I think Duke's pissed off. So I got Duke. I got CS Fullerton covering 18.5, but I could also see Duke beating the brakes off of CS Fullerton. So I got same thing as the Yale and Purdue game. I got $2 on that. Wright State, and I don't know why my app is pulling KK Sabona for Arizona. But we all know that's Arizona. I think, I'd hope I'm right on this. But we got the same thing with dollar for Wright State to cover. Betting $2 for Arizona to cover. Now let's get into NBA. Mavericks Sixers. Taking the over. The over is 220.5. That seems low, especially for the Mavericks and Sixers. I think that's going to end up going to at least 230. So I'm taking the over on that. Lakers and Raptors. My strategy with the Lakers is a little weird because I was going to take the Lakers every game, but the problem is I think now there might be the underdog for every game. But I genuinely think that they can beat the Raptors, and I'm taking the Raptors or the Lakers money line plus 315. But other than that, if they were favored, I'm picking the opposite, but I don't know when they're going to be the favorite. Next one, we got a 5-team parlay. I bet $1, and I boosted this, so it's plus 542. I already know I'm probably going to end up getting screwed on this one, but we have Rockets money line, Miami Heat money line, Boston money line, Knicks money line, and Brooklyn money line. If that hits, that'll pay us plus 642. Now we got some soccer bets for tomorrow. Dortmund versus whoever the fuck they're playing. I got Dortmund beating them. It's plus 100. I think they were both plus 100, so it's pretty much just a straight up pick 'em. I'm picking Dortmund. I don't know if Haaland's playing or not, but that's that. Bayern Munich and Berlin. Bayern Munich fucked me last week, so they got to redeem themselves. I bet $2 for them to beat Berlin. I had to boost those odds because that was rough. and it's still not gonna. They're a team that every time they play in the Bundesliga, I'm putting my money on them to win the game. It's just one of them things. If it happens, it happens. If it don't, it don't. It happens. And the last bet I have going on for tomorrow is anytime goal scorer Lewandowski. He scores every freaking game. So that's another bet that I'm willing to put my money on almost every game. I'm probably going to take that bet unless he's hurt. So that's what we got going on. Our account, we started yesterday with our account at $26 or $22.50. We got it up to $26.50, so we only netted $4. But some of those bets were placed yesterday, so we made some decent. We did okay yesterday. Now our account's down to $7.81 after all of these bets. So let's see if we can get it above. Let's see if we can get it to 30 by the end of. If we can get to 30 by the end of today, great. If not, we still have a little bit tomorrow. But anyways, guys, I'm gonna head on into work. Hope y'all have a good day, and let's get this money.